Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Adrienne Ross Show, where sports and culture connect. Well, it happened yesterday. Kelsey Mitchell was cored by the Indiana Fever. And so people who were saying, what is taking them so long, even though they have until Monday, some of them are now breathing a sigh of relief. But it's just a little bit of a sigh because although with the core, she's offered 1 year max salary, and from what I understand, she can actually negotiate for longer than a year. The core means we want you, you're essential to the team, and so there's the half sigh of relief. The reason why there's not a full sigh of relief is because Kelsey Mitchell doesn't have to stay. She can say, no, I want to go somewhere else, and then they can do sign and trade with her. So it's not the end of the road yet, but it's getting there because Monday cometh quickly, God willing. So what better time is there, though, to look back at the best backcourt in the WNBA than right now? This is a great time to look back at some pretty cool plays between Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. We'll take a look at this backdoor play.
Clark, backdoor pass, Mitchell lays it in, and a foul. Mitchell.
Sweet. Let's take a look at another one. Another back.
70% from three-point range on at least 20 three-point attempts in a 5-game span. You know what else is on that list?
And a couple of assists. This one pretty. She linked up with Kelsey Mitchell here midway.
Beautiful. Beautiful backdoor. And now let's take a look at Kelsey Mitchell handling a cross-court Caitlin Clark pass. This is from Clark Report on X.
They won.
Canada, head full of steam. Bank shot too shorts. Clark launching ahead. Mitchell beats the pack back.
Touchdown. They won.
Just a little stroll down memory lane if someone wants to send that to Kelsey Mitchell. Again, the best backcourt in the WNBA. You saw on that last pass, that's what they look to do in Indiana. That's what I believe Stephanie White's going to make sure they continue doing. They want to run, get that rebound, even on the inbound. It's harder to do on an inbound to run, but this team can do it. I've seen them do it. So whether you're getting a stop and then getting the ball up the floor, or whether it's after a score and you don't mess around and lollygag and you get it in, this team wants to run. Who better to do that than Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell? So you see there, Kelsey Mitchell began to leak out. Caitlin Clark, always with her head up, finds her, gets rid of that ball, and boom, it's bucket. So that's what Kelsey Mitchell has to look forward to if she takes that offer, that money offer. But we don't know. I did a video back when I don't know, maybe it was maybe she had just gotten to China, I think, and she was reflecting on losing her father, and she was talking about the Indiana Fever and basically was very upfront. She didn't know what she was going to do. She just wasn't sure. And it was really an emotional letter, obviously for her to write it, to express herself, but also to read. So we'll see what she decides. The ball is in her court, literally. Before we end, I just want to go back to what Kelsey Mitchell said after Caitlin Clark was awarded Rookie of the Year. I'm not going to play the whole thing. She, earlier in that video, she said Caitlin needs to give herself some grace. She talked about Caitlin changing the world, but then she said this.
You've done a lot of things that not a lot of people can do, and from me to you, I'm always going to be a fan. I'm always going to be in your corner. I'm always going to be in your backcourt. Congratulations, kid.
Many of us heard that and we said, okay, Kelsey, you said it. You're the one who said it now. You said, I'm always going to be in your backcourt. And that may have just been turning a phrase. She may not have been saying I'm always going to be in playing in Indiana as long as you're there. But many of us wanted to kind of like a joke about that and take it. Some people seriously took it like that. Well, whatever the case may be, the offer is there, and the ball is in Kelsey Mitchell's court. And we're gonna find out soon enough what she decides to do. But I just wanted to do a little flashback because this two together, it's a beautiful thing to see. Now, we know earlier in the season it wasn't looking so beautiful, and I mean it wasn't looking so beautiful, not just Caitlin and Kelsey, but with the schedule they had, it just wasn't looking beautiful. It took some time, but I think Kelsey learned that she could trust Caitlin, that if she gave up the ball, she'd get it back because Caitlin is looking to distribute the basketball. I think they learned each other. I think the team learned one another, and they ended up being formidable after the Olympic break. So we'll find out what Kelsey's doing. And I got to think, with a team that's dedicated to success, that's investing in players, we see that performance center, the sports performance center, but not just that, the way the owner, someone pointed out to me in a comment, a couple people, that when I did my 6.5 reasons that the Fever is the envy of the WNBA, someone said, hey, because I did say, let me know if you think I missed something. And someone said the ownership, and I mentioned management, but management is not the same as ownership. So thank you for saying that, because the owners have shown a commitment to this franchise. And so for Kelsey and even Aaliyah's like, hey, free agents, take a look. It's a classy organization committed to players, and it potentially has the best backcourt in the WNBA, and that's for Kelsey Mitchell to decide. And it won't be long before we find out. So, yeah, there's your little stroll down memory lane. Send that to Kelsey Mitchell. All right, guys, remember, let's hang out for Unrivaled, the debut tip-off tonight. I already, since yesterday, have a live stream scheduled. Hang out with me and let's see what we can see. All right. I will catch you next time, God willing. God bless you abundantly.